Why not become a Jehovah's Witness? Well, you know, they have their teachings from their own Bible, and they're always slagging off other religions, but won't accept the same level of criticisms to themselves. I find that very disingenuous of any supposed faith. It's a life of toil and drudgery. It's a life where you have to give your all and get nothing in return, apart from imaginary promises. Yeah, those promises are imaginary because they're saying you're going to live forever on a paradise earth and all that jazz. Armageddon's going to come and murder everybody soon. But it's just imaginary. It's not even in the Bible, and they wheedle away round the Bible by pulling scriptures out of context and using those to such an effect with hypnotic language that it seems convincing until you look at it again. But at the end of the day, it's a life of being totally controlled by 6 men in Brooklyn who would rather protect paedophiles or not have them go to court and besmirch the name of the Watchtower than actually look after the victims. They never focus on this man, Jesus, never. He's looking a bit old there, isn't he? They never focus on this man. It's always on Jehovah. And what they mean by Jehovah is 7 paedophile protecting old fools in Brooklyn called the governing body, or the chief executives. Jehovah's Witnesses are victims of a pyramid business scam. This is where it's at, people, at the moment. Crooklyn in New York. Jehovah's Witnesses are part of a big business. That's all it is. It's not a true religion. It's just a big business that has had cult leaders after it, looking after it, since day one. Big business, nothing else. Why not be a Jehovah's Witness? One of the reasons is the mind control that the Watchtower employs in its magazines and publications. Jehovah's Witnesses are under the kind of mind control that makes them think that they're right, makes them think that they have answers from the Bible, when in actual fact they don't. They're just obeying commands of their handlers, commands of the governing body. If you've ever been on any forums or seen any comments by Jehovah's Witnesses on YouTube, for instance, you'll notice that they're not constructive, they have nothing to say. One of the comments I had was, "You are a retard." "You are" was spelt with the letter U and the letter R, and it was all lowercase. I challenged the person to specify what it was in my argument that was wrong. Nothing came back. They've got no argument. They've been told or mentally controlled by 7 paedophile protecting men in Brooklyn that they're right, and for some weird reason they believe it. Here's an example of the mind control that Jehovah's Witnesses are under. It's from this Watchtower, September the 1st, 1989. You notice here, clergy rule, is it the answer? So again, it's putting any other religion in bad light. And here, this is a rather battered copy, remaining organised for survival into the millennium. Note what it says here. This is nothing new to we mentally diseased apostates. Only Jehovah's Witnesses, those of the anointed remnant and the great crowd, as a united organisation under the protection of the supreme organiser, have any scriptural hope of surviving the impending end of this doomed system dominated by Satan, the devil. Did you notice that? It said, have any scriptural hope, as if only Jehovah's Witnesses possess any scriptural hope. What I'd advise you guys out there, if you don't believe, if you're unsure, if you are a Jehovah's Witness and you don't believe that propaganda techniques are used in the magazines, look up logical fallacies. Then compare the wording that's used in the Watchtower. It'll blow your mind.